Good day, everyone. I am Francis Dimples Rodrigo from Group 8 Reporter, and now let me continue the topic about religion and global conflict. Number 2, ethnic and sectarian tensions. How religious and cultural divisions, when fueled by politics or inequality, can lead to deep and violent conflicts within and between nations. Ethnic and sectarian tensions. It's fight between religious or ethnic groups, often worsened by leaders exploiting differences or issues like poverty. This sparks wars, refuges, and lasting. Why? Old grudges, power grabs, or unfair make people fear outsiders. Religion rallies support, but politics drives it. Its impact, violence, and broken. Example, the Sunni versus Shia conflict, a historical and theological divide in Islam that began after the Prophet Muhammad's death in 632 Common Era, centering on a dispute over his successor. Sunni versus Shia split started in 632 Common Era after Prophet Muhammad died over who should lead Muslims. Sunnis has 85 to 90% of Muslims wanted community election, while Shias has 10 to 15% favored his family like his son-in-law Ali. Now, it's political to scene in Saudi Arabia or Sunni versus Iran or Shia rivalries, or wars in Sharia versus Iraq. Thousands dies, families flees, but most coexist peacefully. Extremists worsen it. 3. Religious persecution happens when people are mistreated, punished, or denied rights because of their faith or religious beliefs. It includes discrimination, violence, or restrictions on worship and expression. Targeting groups with discrimination, violence, or bans on their faith due to prejudice or control. Governments or crowds often enable it, trying to ethnicity. So why? Fear of minorities or desire to dominate them. Its impact is because people hide beliefs, escape danger, or suffer, leading to bigger conflicts without global help. Example, in Myanmar, the Rohingya Muslims have faced severe persecution, including violence, displacement, and denial of citizenship because of their religion and ethnic identity. Rohingya in Myanmar Muslim minority is mostly Buddhist. Myanmar seen as outsiders for their faith, looks, and language. Government denies citizenship, labels them immigrants. In 2017, attacks killed thousands, burned villages, and drove 700,000 to Bangladesh refugee camps, involved rape, torture, no basics like school or health care. UN calls it ethnic cleansing. Rooted in religious hate and politics, many still trapped in camps. So why does it matter? Let's talk about it. Religion mixed with other factors in conflict, causing massive harm. United Nations fights it with laws and aids. Similar issues exist in the Philippines, like Christian, Muslim, and indigenous mixes. Understanding builds peace via education and empathy, like Cebu's Bayanihan spirit. And now, let us talk about religion as a force for global peace. What is religion as a force for global peace. It means faith, leadership, and communities use beliefs to build harmony, cut violence, and fix world issues. Instead of causing fights, it draws from religious teachings like love and justice and history and UN efforts. Religion unites billions around shared values but shines when promoting inclusion, not exclusion. First one is nonviolent moral movements. Faith has often inspired peaceful revolutions and social change. Faith inspires peaceful fights against injustice, like protests, using ideas of non harm and human dignity to drive change without violence. Why it is effective? Because touches conscience, rallies believers in moral truth, shaming oppressors. Examples: Gandhi's Total Revolution, India, guided by Hindu principles of ahimsa, or known as non-violence. Mahatma Gandhi led a peaceful struggle against British rule. Another example is People Power Revolution, Philippines in 1986. Catholic leaders, including Cardinal Sin, encouraged non-violent protests that lead to end of dictatorship. Number 2, interfaith dialogue and cooperation. Religious leaders promote unity and shared values across different faiths to address global issues like poverty and climate change. Leaders from faiths, examples Christian, Muslim, and Hindu, team up on problems like poverty or wars, stressing shared values like kindness over differences. So why does it work? It builds trust, fights sorry. So why it works? It builds trust, fights stereotypes, leads to aid and policies. Its impact is cut violence in hot spots and UN goals like enduring hunger or SDG 2. Example, Pope Francis and Islamic leader Grand Imam Ahmed El Tayeb's signing off the document on human fraternity in 2019 promotes peace and mutual understanding between Christians and Muslims worldwide. Number 3 is symbolic power of faith. Religion carries moral influence that legitimize peace efforts and unites people. Laws, rituals, and moral weight make peace efforts feel legit and emotional, uniting people for prayer or harmony-focused events. Why it is influential? Stirs deep feelings and history, motivating peaceful actions. Its impact is builds traditions that inspire non-violence worldwide. Example, the world example, the World Day of Prayer for Peace on September 21st. It's a day for people from different religions to pray for peace in their communities and around the world, and to recommit to peaceful conflict resolution. Conclusion. In a globalized world, religion is both challenged and transformed. It adapts through deterritorialization, hybridization, and digital engagement, while influencing conflicts and peace building. Despite pressures from secularism and diverse interpretations, religion continues to guide morality, inspire nonviolent movements, and foster interfaith cooperation, remaining a powerful source in shaping global society. Thank you. That's all.